You know, one of the most attractive things about Vancouver is it's so easy to get around. Everything is well organized, and the tourism people have done a great job, you know. I mean, you could hop on a bus, you could see Stanley Park one day, you could go to the aquarium the next, or you hit a beach, you know. There's almost something for everyone to do.
And yet tourism is down.
It is. It is. Currently, we are facing what you could call the perfect storm, you know. I mean, fuel prices are up, the Canadian dollar is strong, you know, discouraging people to drive and come north, where a lot of the traffic comes from North America or the U.S. So you got that, and, you know, there's also the remnants of, there's a little bit of fear of flying, you know, every time some people still talk about that. But you know, generally the dollar, the fuel cost, and the border. The weight to the border, because the border is being fixed up right now. They're trying to expand it, but right in the summer, people are just waiting 4 or 5 hours to get across. That's a really, really nasty thing to do.
Now, I know you're no expert on this, but I've been asking everyone, what is happening with the fuel prices? Do you have the answer, Fabian? Because I know that you write a lot, and you are very brilliant. And you are one of the people that we go to the paper routinely to see what Fabian Dawson has to say on an issue. And I'm going, can't somebody just tell everybody to lower their prices? Can't someone just tell them? And I hear all of these things that it's also brought on by fear because people are, you know, fear-mongering that. And I'm going crazy because my van, it's almost $100 to fill it up, baby, and I need help. I'm really concerned about this entire issue of tourism being down in Vancouver. It's related to the gas industry. I'm going to go to the source. I'm going to ask these construction workers because they're in construction and they'll know. How deep can we drill with this?
With that?
Yeah, in order to see if there's actually oil under Vancouver downtown. How deep does this go into the ground if we were drilling for oil?
Well, this isn't a drill, though.
Do you know why our gas prices are so high?
No.
Do you think you could drill closer to home and get it? You've got the hard hat.
Drill closer to home? I honestly don't know where the oil fields are.
Hello? Is anybody there, a gas person?
Can I help you?
Hi, yeah. I just want to know more about the gas industry and some of the high prices. Could you come out here? Oh, hi. This is what makes me such a professional and good reporter, is learning to just go to the source of the issues. Gas is up to $1.47.
Yes.
And that's too high. And I'm wondering, can we do something about that? Could we lower it just for the day even and begin sending a message to the other people?
I don't know because this is a company price.
Why are our prices so high? Is it the shipping? Are we bringing the gas in from Saudi Arabia or Iraq? And that is jacking the prices up.
The people who can decide that is only government.
It's the government. I'm again in the wrong place.
Now, you know, Laura Lynn, people travel for a lot of different reasons, but one of the main reasons that people travel is to have some type of spiritual experience. Did you know that?
Well, yes, they do. I mean, Rick Antonson went to Timbuktu. I went to Tuktoyaktuk. I was dragged there by my parents.
So you had a spiritual experience in Tuktoyaktuk?
I couldn't move out on my own because I was 12.
No, so I'm trying to be serious. Like people, like, you know, they go to temples and shrines and things like that.
They do.
You know,
and sometimes you just feel a call to a certain place, like Rick Antonson did to Timbuktu. First, his dad tells him, isn't that weird? You know, when he's little, his dad keeps telling him that I'm going to Timbuktu to get a haircut. And then he grows up and his wife says, oh, why don't you just go to Timbuktu? Not in a bad way. She wasn't fed up with him or anything. She's just a bit annoyed by him. And then he ends up in Timbuktu. Like, don't you find that a completely revelatory story?
Yes, revelatory story. That was very revelatory.
I found it revelatory. I, on the other hand, did not do a spiritual pilgrimage necessarily to Tuktoyaktuk. I was persecuted there, which is often what happens, but they did grow to love me as the only white blonde girl in the Inuit little town that we lived in. Yes, and so I totally get it. Yes, I guess you're right. After all that, I did go to Tuktoyaktuk on a spiritual pilgrimage. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm Laura Lynn Thompson.
Oh yes, and I'm Mark Washington.
We'll see you tomorrow.